Oh, the show is not over until Capricorn sings. It is 12:12. My gorgeous Capricorn, this is your number when it comes to numerology, when it comes to this week, which means that, oh my God, you really need to understand one thing. At around the beginning of this week, my God, there are going to be some strange signs you are going to have. There are going to be some really weird synchronicities you are most certainly going to notice. Do you get what I mean? So at around the beginning of this week, there are going to be some strange signs. You are going to have really, really unusual signs, but also you are going to notice like really bizarre synchronicities as well. After that moment in time, someone is about to enter your life really, really briefly. Someone is about to pop into your life just briefly, my gorgeous Capricornius. And this particular person, oh my God, although this person is going to enter your life only briefly, this particular person is going to play such a major role. Why? Because you are, through that person, you are going to be reminded of your dreams. You are going to be reminded of this particular vision you've had for a while. In between, a lot happened and you kind of moved on from that vision just for a little while, which is completely normal, completely natural. You know, you needed sometimes to deal with other aspects of your life, which is absolutely fine. But along the way, you were learning. You were ascending, you were transforming, you were growing, you were prepared for this moment in time. You were prepared for this. So all this, of course, is happening for a reason. So when I say that someone is about to pop into your life only briefly, okay, this particular person, as I've mentioned already, is going to play an absolutely major role because you are going to be reminded of that particular vision. And now suddenly, boom, you are going to reconnect with that vision. You are going to reconnect with yourself, and at the same time you are most certainly going to be ready for some kind of adventure. The moment in time you are reminded of that vision, my gorgeous Capricornius, this is gonna be bigger than you can possibly imagine. The moment in time you are reminded of that vision of yours, okay, at that moment in time, this very, very powerful manifestation is about to take place. At that moment in time, this particular seed is already about to be planted, which means that, you know, whether you want this adventure to begin or not, that particular adventure is about to begin. Even more so, what's going to happen is like you are now suddenly going to start to feel like really confident. You are suddenly going to start to feel really excited about that vision that you are going to reconnect with again. You're going to start to feel really confident. You're suddenly going to start to feel really excited. You're suddenly going to have so much energy. You're suddenly going to have so many ideas, so many brand new ideas connected to that vision. You really are going to pleasantly surprise yourself. I mean, the way you are going to perk up, it's going to be completely out of this world. This is about to rejuvenate you mentally, spiritually, and even physically. Now, at this moment in time, you're also going to start to think about, you know, what can you do in order to be more healthier. You're going to be able to establish immediately what you must not consume, for example, and what's missing in your diet, for example. You're going to be thinking a lot like about maybe exercising more if you're, able to exercise. So you really are gonna really take this very, very seriously. But you will feel this from a completely different perspective. This is how this is, or this all is going to rejuvenate you. And these are very important signs to actually follow. Every time when we come across something that makes us feel so good, that makes us feel so excited, when we have so many ideas connected to that particular thing in general, and when that even reflects on us like feeling so good in order to take care of our body and spirit and soul, something big is happening here. Do you know that? And even more so, not only you're going to be reminded of your own vision, my gorgeous Capricornius, not only now at this stage of your life, you will take this vision very, very seriously. But only a few months ago, you wouldn't even kind of like really notice this. Now the time is right, and this is the flow you need to follow. Okay, and not only this, now when it comes to this person popping into your life, just briefly, when it comes to you being reminded of that vision of yours, when it comes to you being reconnected with that vision of yours on a completely different level, I also wanted to say to you, when I mentioned that this is gonna when I mentioned that this is going to give you so much confidence, it's important to mention, I must not forget, oh my God, like it's the fact that, you are also going to you're going to feel, as I said, like so confident, so strong, so powerful. You're going to feel on top of the world, but you're going to feel like ready for anything. So therefore, you're going to make this decision at the same time where you're going to finally deal with some kind of responsibility you have been avoiding for a while now. And this particular responsibility that you have been avoiding for a while, it's something that has been making you feel really, really frustrated. It's something that has been causing an imbalance in your life. It's something that basically was also causing some kind of a lack of direction as well. So what's going to happen right now is the decision that you're going to make is not only you're going to deal with this responsibility, but you're also at the same time going to realize which aspect of your life, it's time to walk away from. It is time to walk away from. So as soon as you deal with this kind of responsibility that you have been avoiding for a while, you will know what this is. You will know what this is, my gorgeous Capricornius, because this is going to be absolutely obvious. Do you understand what I mean? This is going to be absolutely obvious at this stage of your life. And when I say that, this is some kind of responsibility you have been avoiding, you will see that this is going to be pretty much so connected to this. There is no way that you will be able to kind of follow this vision. There is no way that you're going to be able to start this adventure unless you first of all deal with this particular responsibility you have been avoiding. And there is a certain step you're going to make. Hallelujah. This is going to work absolutely brilliantly for you. You are going to have a really pleasant surprise, but at the same time, you will clearly know it's going to be, he's bringing this revelation in itself. Which aspect of your life do you really need to immediately walk away from? Which aspect of your life you need to immediately move on from? My gorgeous Capricornius. And then after that moment in time, I'm not being funny, you're going to be so much happier within the next 2 or 3 days. You're going to be so much happier, seriously, and you're going to feel really pleased with yourself, because this is going to, you doing this, this is going to work out to be so successful for you. When I say that you're going to, decide to walk away from this certain aspect, you will see what has come to an an end. You will see what has come to an end. And at that moment in time, you will decide to walk away from it. And this is going to be very, very, or number one, this is going to be extremely successful for you, because you will, be able to do what you want to do. You're going to feel so much happier within, and people in your life are going to tell you, oh my God, you look so much happier. Your energy is so much so different. You look different. You look so much better. Those that are closest to you will be able to notice the difference. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. And the second thing that's going to come out of it as well, it's the fact that you are going to escape some kind of a disaster. I mean, there is no other way of saying this. Whatever you will see that has come to an end, whatever you will decide to walk away from, that is also going to be so important, because you are going to, avoid some kind of a disaster in your future. Okay? And I know that this sounds a little bit crazy now, but trust me, my gorgeous Capricornians, at that time, this is going to be absolutely obvious to you indeed. And also, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, listen, I know that this is going to sound bizarre again. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, you are going to feel like a little bit frustrated. There is no other way of saying this. At around the midweek, you are going to feel a little bit frustrated, because you're going to be thinking about a certain aspect of your life that you've had a lack of progress with for a while. Listen to me very carefully. At around the midweek, maybe it's going to start with a certain news. Maybe you're going to have a certain message. You're probably going to have some kind of information, which is really kind of going to open your eyes, and it's going to make you feel a little bit frustrated, because it's like almost as if like you're waiting for some kind of a progress. You're waiting for some kind of a progress, and there is no progress whatsoever. So this in itself is going to trigger something within you. This information, this message you are going to have, you're going to feel a little bit frustrated, because there is a lack of progress when it comes to this certain aspect of your life. As I said, this is going to make you feel really frustrated, but I want to say one thing to you. When that happens, I really hope you are going to listen to me. I really hope you're going to listen to me. This week, the energy is going to be different. This week, you're about to enter a very, very strange and a very unusual dimension, which means that on one hand, you're going to be ridiculously intuitive, ridiculously psychic, but then on another hand, it's all going to be charged up with this energy of karma. It's this week, it's going to be ridiculously important when it comes to karma. Do you understand what I mean? This dimension that you're going to find yourself at, this dimension that you're going to find yourself in, trust me, it will be, and it most certainly will feel completely different. You're going to feel at times like you are in some kind of a dream. Trust me, there are going to be many moments where you're going to be reminded of the fact that this time of your life, it's a little bit different. And just remember, the way this week started, you will notice lots of signs, you will notice lots of synchronicities. You see what I mean? So at around the midweek, the moment in time, you feel frustrated because there is this lack of progress when it comes to this particular aspect of your life that has been like kind of frustrating you for a while. I need to tell you one thing, and this I'm reflecting on the fact that this week is like, oh my God, one big word, karma, 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 karma. What you do is about to get back to you straight away. Do you understand what I mean? So the moment in time you feel frustrated when it comes to you having a lack of progress, I know this is going to sound bizarre. I know that this is going to sound weird again. I'm sorry I'm keep on saying this, but it's just so important. The moment in time you have this lack of progress, at that moment in time, I really need you to understand one particular thing. What I need you to do. What I need you to do is you need to go and help somebody. You need to go and help somebody. Maybe, somebody who needs an obvious help. somebody who needs maybe a financial help, or if you're able to help, you know, somebody who needs an obvious financial help. Do you understand what I mean? Somebody who needs an obvious financial help, even if it's like a few pounds or something, to some people who obviously need, you know, who are in a very unfortunate situation. There are lots of people who are in a very unfortunate situation who would benefit from it, and it doesn't have to be money necessarily. Maybe if you can give a little bit of food to somebody, but it's about you helping someone who is like in a very, very unfortunate situation. And maybe, God forbid, you could be like in an unfortunate situation yourself. I hope you are not. But then maybe there is somehow you can help to somebody who is in a less fortunate situation than yourself, for example. So the bottom line is, the moment in time you kind of feel frustrated that there is a lack of progress when it comes to the certain aspect of your life that you felt frustrated with for absolute ages, the moment in time that happens, I really need you to take this very seriously. Try to go to somebody who is in a very, very unfortunate situation. Maybe if you can help with a little bit of money, a little bit, or maybe if you can help with food, if someone is like in a really terrible situation, to do something like that. You are going to create a very powerful moment of karma, and within the next 17 days, within the next 17 days exactly, you are going to have a really, really positive news. You are going to have a brilliant news when it comes to this particular aspect of your life that you felt so frustrated for so long, where there was absolutely no progress whatsoever. Not only you're going to have a brilliant news, not only you're going to have an amazing news, not only, you know, now suddenly there is like a really beautiful progress that you're going to have, which you're going to find extremely rewarding, but there is also some kind of a new direction about to be revealed through that particular path. There is this new important direction in life which is about to be really revealed through that particular path. A new door is about to open. And this is when things are about to become so interesting when it comes to you and when it comes to your life, my gorgeous Capricornius. This is what I wanted to say so badly. And also, when it comes to the midweek, you know, it's a lot to do about you following your intuition when it comes to this particular person of an authority. It's a lot about you following your intuition when it comes to this particular person of an authority. Maybe somebody from an authority is going to be asking you something you don't want to do, or maybe someone from an authority may be a little bit rude to you or something like that. Your job here is to be nice, to be kind. It's going to blow this person away. You be nice, my gorgeous Capricornius, be kind. And now suddenly, through that, you are also going to get a really pleasant little surprise. There is some kind of opportunity that you've missed in the past, which is going to come through this particular situation. And this opportunity is ever so important when it comes to your future, and especially when it comes to this stage of your life right now. Okay, and by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Capricornius, my goodness, you are going to have such a beautiful, positive, enlightening experience. A big answer you are going to have. You're going to have this positive experience at around the end of this week, and I think that you're going to be surrounded by certain people. But you will be really kind of like in a good place when it comes to your mind, and you will be enjoying yourself. There are going to be some people around you that are actually so nice, and you will feel like really relaxed, and you will feel really comfortable. And it looks like every single person is gonna make you feel really good about yourself. It's always, you know, we always find someone who's having like a strange energy, or always someone who we may not get on with, which is absolutely normal. But in this particular situation, every single person around you at around the end of this week, it's going to make you feel so good and so comfortable. And this will actually cross your mind, to be quite honest with you. And there are some very interesting subjects that are gonna come up. But what is actually going to take place is like a really big question is about to be answered. A really big question you've had is also about to be answered. When it comes to something that you have been indecisive about for so long, you know, when it comes to something that you have been indecisive about for so long, whether you should commit yourself to something or not, but it's about you making this commitment. It's to do with your spirituality. Oh, please do it. Please do it. You know, whether you should commit yourself to something that you have been thinking about committing yourself to, but it's really to do with your spirituality. It's really to do with your spirituality. And I really think that you should do this, because by you committing yourself to this, whatever this is, and it's to do with things spiritual, and it's to do with your spirituality, you know, whatever this is, there is like a really beautiful person who is also about to walk into your life. Somebody really beautiful, somebody who I see as such a powerful person in so many different ways, and somebody who is going to be like a spiritual teacher to you, for example, you know, and when it comes to that particular person who is going to end up being like a spiritual teacher to you, it's also going to remind you straight away of somebody from your past, like somebody from your childhood, somebody from a very long time ago, my gorgeous Capricornius, you know. And this is why this is what's going to be really interesting, because this particular person is going to remind you of somebody from a very long time ago. And somehow, you know, also when it comes to the end of this week, my gorgeous Capricornius, listen, and also when it comes to the end of this week, you just need to take this very seriously, because, you know, there is a journey, that there is some kind of a journey that you're going to need to make. There is an urgent trip or an urgent journey that you're going to need to make. It doesn't have to be necessarily long. It doesn't have to be necessarily short. It's not about being a long trip, or it's not about being like a short trip, you know, but you are going to become aware of this trip or this journey that you're going to need to go to. Just suddenly, this is going to surprise you, and something really urgent is going to happen. And but nothing bad, nothing negative, nothing horrible. But you are not going to be too keen to make this journey, because it's just going to be so random, and it's just going to come. It's just going to come out of blue. You know, there are other things that are going to be on your mind, but you have no idea how important this journey is going to be, because whatever this, it's nothing bad, nothing negative is going to happen. It's nothing bad or nothing negative is going to happen. The only challenging situation I see here is the fact that you may be like, oh God, I'm not too sure, it's not the right time. So I hope that you're going to go over that. That's a little challenge that you're going to need to go through. It's important for you to go to this trip. To have this trip, it's important for you to have this journey, because you are going to have such a beautiful and such an unexpected experience. And you know, this experience is really going to open your eyes. This experience is really going to open your eyes, and you will realize what's missing in your life big time. You will realize what's missing in your life big time. This is going to rejuvenate you. This is going to revive you. Okay? And this is ever so important when it comes to your spirit, when it comes to this journey. Because this life is just so short, and we need to make the most of it. And this in itself is going to play a big role, my gorgeous Capricornius, when it comes to that. So now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Capricornius. Let's just see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Okay. Let's just see what's going to be a tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Capricornius. Ooh la la, you see this Two of Coins. It's really important to also mention that, you know, now you're going to notice that the more you do, the more you take on, you know, the more successful you're going to be. And this is a very powerful indication that, do you know what? A lot is going to be happening this week. Do not put anything aside. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. Try to deal with as many things as you possibly can. With as many, the more things you deal with this week, it's all going to be obvious, don't worry. The more things you deal with this week, the more success and the more you are going to gain out of it. You are going to pleasantly surprise yourself. Do you understand what I mean? The more things you deal with this week under this particular pressure, the more you are going to be pleasantly surprised with yourself, and the more you're actually going to achieve. Do not leave any responsibilities for the next week that you can actually deal with this week. It is ever so important, okay? Because the whole new energy is about to enter your sign, and which means that you are gonna work absolutely brilliant under any type of pressure, and you are pleasantly going to surprise yourself. So the bottom line is, do not avoid responsibilities in general, and most importantly, do not put things off for next week or even week after that you should actually deal with this week. Just remember, it's a lot to do with your spiritual journey, and it's a lot to do with your karma as well. The more you do, the more it's going to get back to you, and that's what I need you to remember. Hello my gorgeous people, I'm so excited to finally share something I've poured a lot of intention into. I've created the Ritual Mug collection, 3 absolutely beautiful mugs designed for your sacred mornings, tarot sessions and daily rituals. First up is the High Priestess Brew, which is perfect for connecting with your intuition and centering your energy before a reading. Then there is a Full Moon Fuel, a lunar inspired mug for aligning your energy with the moon's cycles. And for those powerful go-getter mornings, there is Sip Your Strength, designed to help you step into your courage and purpose. These aren't just mugs, they're intentional tools to bring energy and magic to your day. You can shop the full collection right now. Just tap the link in the description or click the card up here to explore all 3. Thanks so much for supporting what I create, and I can't wait to see which one calls to you.